There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. I know that some of you need to hear this. Possibly we all need to hear this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. No matter what anybody else is saying, no matter what you've convinced yourself of. I know you think that you have huge problems, huge flaws, and huge things that you need to fix. And I'm here to tell you that there is nothing wrong with you. Okay? It's important to know the difference between you and something that you're working with. So, if I were to spill ketchup on this shirt, I would say that I have a dirty shirt. This shirt needs to be cleaned. If I told you that I am dirty and that there's something wrong with me and that I need to scrub my own self, you would say I've maybe gone a little bit crazy. I've started to misidentify what I am. And as my friend, you would try to remind me that I am not this shirt. I am the one inside of it. I am the one wearing the shirt. And I want to tell you, without dismissing the challenges that you're dealing with in your life, there's nothing wrong with you. I want you to remember what you are. If you have certain things that you need to improve with your body, your diet, your exercise, that is your body. If you need to train your body to play an instrument, to learn a language, to whatever, that is something you need to train your body to do. Or it's something that you need to repair in your body, or something that you need to bring into balance in your body. But your body is something that you're working with. It is a tool that you have. In the same way, your mind is a tool that you have. You may need to discipline your mind. You may need to train your mind, educate your mind. You may need to remove fears and habits from your mind. Whatever it is, at the mental level, it is occurring to your mind. And you are observing it occur to your mind. And you are watching that repair or rebirth occur in your mind. Because your mind is a tool that exists for you to use. It exists in your world, in your space, in your being. But you are not your body, and you are not your mind. I'm not belittling the work that you may need to do or the challenges that you may have. Those are very true and very valid, and it is the human experience to go through the journey of watching those things develop and evolve and become better and better. I'm going to build the best body that I can. I'm going to shape the best mind that I can. But I am the being inside of those layers, watching these things occur. And regardless of the pace that the development goes at, regardless of how good I am at fixing these problems, it doesn't matter because I am okay. If you can grasp this concept, you can free yourself from self-imposed guilt and shame, or the kind of guilt and shame that's imposed by society, or your parents, or your peers, or your boss. You can free yourself from the hate and the loathing. You can free yourself from the anxiety, from the pressure, from the burden to perform, from comparisons to others. You can forgive yourself for not being good enough. You can take it easy on yourself, knowing that you are good enough and you will build a body or a mind or a financial portfolio or whatever it is that you're working on that is going to be better than it was before. You're working on that, but you are perfectly fine. A lot of times we get lost. All the time. It is the human experience that we get lost and we forget what we are, and we start to fret over the tools that we were given. It's like the driver forgetting that he is a driver and mistaking himself for the car. That is a very dangerous situation. You have to remember who you are. I recommend that you contemplate these things, meditate on it, if you will. Just every now and then, for a few moments, a few minutes every day, just think about the fact that I am perfect, not just okay. I'm okay, yes, but I'm perfect. I am eternally, divinely perfect. And other things come and go. There's a meditation on my channel called I Am the Sky, Not the Clouds. I recommend you try that. It will change your life when you learn to anchor yourself in the true nature of your being and to allow clouds to form, even great big gray storm clouds to form in your experience, in your life. But you can watch them come and you can watch them go. Even a phase in your personality. Even, I was a jerk, I was not a nice person last week or last month or this morning. That is a behavior, and a behavior is not who you are. Try to contemplate the concept that before you were born, you were spirit. After you die, you will be spirit. And throughout the entire journey, in between there, you are spirit. The spirit that came into this world was perfect, unflawed, and untouched. It didn't have flaws or challenges at the mental level. It didn't have a body to complain about that this body is imperfect. It didn't even have a behavior or a personality to say, I'm undisciplined, I'm selfish, I'm rude. None of those things. The spirit that came in was just beingness, was just pure light, pure love. It was a spark of God. The spirit continues to be you in this moment as you are listening to me. You are that being. That nature is your nature. And you will emerge from here when you leave your body behind, when you leave your financial portfolio, your resume, your education, your tasks, your to-do list, your accomplishments, and your failures behind you. You will re-emerge on the other side, and you will remember that you are still that same spirit, untouched and perfect. And I am here to tell you that you can try to remember that in this lifetime, as you live this life, as you go through this life, as you deal with your imperfections, with the imperfections of the tools that you're working with. Remember that you are absolutely perfect. If you're in therapy, if you're in a 12-step program, if you're going through a divorce and it's mostly your fault, all of these things, I'm not saying that you shouldn't acknowledge that there are places for improvement, but I want you to know that that improvement is so much easier when you understand that you as a perfect being are there to observe and to guide and to drive a vehicle with tools. You have a body and you have a mind, and it is your responsibility to wield those as best as possible. But you're doing it from a place where you are pure spirit and you are pure love. And when you align to that part of yourself, you are perfectly guided and perfectly supported. The problem is when you, like a child, want to run away and say, no, I can do it myself. The human condition is that we say, no, I am not one with the sun. I am not one with the source. I am a flawed human being, and I am deep in despair over the mess that I have created. And I'm just going to sit here and flounder about trying to fix it. You don't have to do that. You don't. You can realign, which is just simply something that occurs on the level of your awareness, on the level of your consciousness. And you can say, wait a minute. I am a speck of light that is not separate from the sun. I am one with the sun. The sun has always been me and has always guided me and will always guide me. I hope that this is helpful to you. This gives me a lot of peace and it gives me a lot of strength. And it puts me back in my seat of power because I realize that I am not the wiper blades on the car going crazy. I am the driver inside, observing those blades go from side to side. I really hope that you contemplate this. Spend a few moments every day contemplating this until you really, really grasp it. And life will take on a tone of sweetness and fun and adventure. And even the dark patches will just be clouds in your sky. Have a wonderful day, everyone.